Merhaba arkadaşlar. Şimdi bu görevleri yapıyoruz. Şunu bir ustabaşının odasına gidelim abi. Şunu bir soruşturalım.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Ben soruyorum.
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing. And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground. A lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy.
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
Dine saygısı yapma ama çok kötü.
You're not going to hurt me.
Ha, şöyle yola gel işte.
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we ordered for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
Hani bir şey bilmiyordum.
Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to me?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing, I mean before then.
You know how it is. I worked my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well.
Tamam sağ ol hadi. Neyse. Teşekkürler. Şimdi abi bak burada İngilizce yazıyor. Türkçe ne yazıyor bilmiyorum. Biz şu B'ye bir gidelim abi. Sen kimsin? Sen biliyor musun bir şey? He geç. Manastırın içine bakabilirim diyor. B. Hemen şuraya böyle. Gidelim abi oraya hızlıca. Bir konuşalım. Ha bu.
Greetings. What do you need?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so
Mantıklı
far?
tabiymiş. Ben de mantıklı abi yapıyor.
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands
Akıllı
on the
adamsın.
hill
Hemen bak.
from the monastery.
Have
Bulmuş
you been there to
tahmin
have a
doğru.
look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
We'll go and see.
Have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. And there's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended.
He.
And I prefer you not to mention
Suçlamayacağım.
it at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
God be with you.
B. Hemen orayı geçelim abi.
Yeah!
Bence bir yukarıya çıkalım abi. Şunu bir elime alayım da bir dakika. Böyle bir de güneş bile karanlık ya, hiçbir şey daha zor görüyorum yani. Hah.
My respects to you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. So his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm.
Reba kötü
I'm
hastalık ya.
quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
Güzel.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant
Ben de böyle gezip bir şeyler bulacağız sanırım. Diyor ki bunda konuşmam gerekiyormuş.
strangely of late. I fear he
Kanalıma abone değilseniz abone olursanız sevinirim arkadaşlar. Yorum atıp, like atıp, desteklerinizi beklerim. Yani ücretsiz bir şekilde abone olabilirsiniz. Yorum atabilirsiniz.
The very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up
Like
his chest.
atabilirsiniz. Teşekkür ediyorum.
So I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
We've been friends since childhood. I wanted to see him.
Making friends has been a skill of his from his
Güzel.
earliest days. Unlike making anything related to his trade, about your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cell.
Fırıncınınkilerinde.
Thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Ben artık gideyim. Teşekkürler her şey
I'll
için.
leave you to your work.
Good luck to you.
Teşekkürler. Ne diyor? Of of of. Hamamcı kadınla buluşacağız. Oymacının çırağında Florya'nda bulmuş. Ha, oymacının çırağı Florya'nda bulmuş. Başka ne var? Oh oh, bir sürü görev var. Şunları yapalım, sonra bunları yapınca bunların devam gelir herhalde. Bunları buluruz herhalde böyle. Oraya gideriz abi. Ben şöyle yapsam mantıklı yani. Oradan da oraya geçeriz.
God be with you.
Ha, bu da buradaymış.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
What do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapporteur mean anything to you?
I don't know.
Emin misin?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything.
Hani bilmiyordun?
Nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
Counterfeiting is a crime against the king. I don't have to prove anything to have you dragged straight to the executioner.
And what if you're wrong? What's then? Under torture, everyone confesses, whether they did it or not. You'll never know for sure.
I already know for sure. You admitted it yourself a moment ago.
I won't tell you anything just the same. I can't, even if I wanted to.
Why not?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill me.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
Sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know Esther's safe.
Kurtaracağız.
Time to go searching for her in the woods.
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Evet.
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
Söyle söyle bu oğlum başta. Sonuçta sevdiğin bir kız be.
Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything can happen.
See you later.
Bir de B'ye gidelim hamamcı.
God's blessings.
Teşekkürler.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip farm.
Ablaya bak.
And if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop with monastery craftsmen. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I can see the harm, so I
Ablam sen niye yolluyorsun ki oraya?
Suddenly I hear screams, so I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he rises up, he'll get the girl back.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's fine. I never said it. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Oh, girl. God be with you.
Şu C'ye de bir gidelim. Neredeymiş? Oo. Ha, şuraya gidelim abi.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Finale bayağı bir yaklaştık arkadaşlar. Tam buraya da gelmek üzereyiz.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapata ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. No, I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Look, you little jester. I'm investigating the crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit.
Yani.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know, some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone. I don't know who.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapita's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? Well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
Buraya gideceğiz. Buraya bir geçelim biz abi.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Hatta şöyle bir şey yapacağım ben ya.
Yeah!
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah!
Güzel. Kesin şurada bir yerde. Çok az kaldı. Şurada da olabilirler. İşte bulduk. Çok güzel.
Come here, Lily. Over here. Where is everyone? Quick! You call that combat? You'll get one. Two arms! Get over here!
Şerefsizler!
Got weaker than each. Two arms! Get over! What's the matter? Come on!
Böyle bir temizliği yapayım dedim arkadaşlar, hile var. Bırakın lan şerefsizler.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Gel bir dele lan.
Got weaker than each. Over here.
Tabii. Şerefsizler sizi. Anahtar lazım olur, o yüzden aldım. Yiyecek var mı? Neyse.
They won't hurt you.
Whoever did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
You fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This
Görevimiz
whole time
yani
he
rahat
knew
yapalım
where I
diye
was.
hile kullandım yani arkadaş.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more
Yani
scared than me.
seni seviyor sonuçta. Senin kötülüğünü neden istesin abi?
I should probably set off.
Oldu, hem seni sevecek bir de şey mi yapacaklar? Kötülük mü düşünecek?
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Hah, böyle ikimiz beraber gidiyoruz. Neredeydi lan bunun yeri? Allah Allah. Florian'ın yeri neredeydi acaba? Ha, şura. Hoş bulduk, teşekkürler. Nasıl, mutlu musun şimdi? Kurtardım.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know. Back already. How can I?
Ne demek, rica ederim.
By telling me all about the goings on with Rappert.
Sevenleri kavuşturduk.
Found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship park. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rappert. And a night they called Sir Yezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
Guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rappert?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
Yani ne demek?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
Alright. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell him?
At first I took it for a bad joke. Then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I better go. I hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help.
Teşekkür ederim. Nereden bulacağız onu biz? Allah Allah. Bir daha sorsam buna. Ha, konuşamıyorum.
Good health to you.
Aha, burada.
Are you Rappert by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each
Ulan
other?
seni var ya.
To change that.
Well,
Hayırdır,
I don't
nereye?
have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
İyi de geldi.
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bath maid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems.
Vay, inkar etmiyor ha. Baksan şuna.
Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That would be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Güzel. Bunu da bulduk abi. Ne yapıyoruz? Açma lan, buraya gel.
So, are you ready to
Hadi
talk?
konuş artık.
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Scarlet's Mines.
Scarlet's
That doesn't
Mines.
narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Scarlet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Yezhek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Yezhek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Yezhek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapidan. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Grenoble.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Yezhek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Yezhek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back, take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Yezhek working?
Kime çalışıyor bakalım.
Don't tell me you just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Yezhek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, and I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Sor bakalım.
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
An honourable death? No chance. It's the dungeons for you, and the sort of punishment a counterfeiter deserves. Don't worry. In time, you'll be glad at the gallows.
Bura nere lan? Nereye geldik bir anda? Ana. Buradan nasıl çıkacağız? Atımızı alalım. Buradan bir ışınlanalım abi. Bayağı uzağa gidiyoruz. Şuradan oraya geçeriz. Ha. Tamam. Bakalım ne kadar var. Direkt şurada, okey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oo, buraya yani çok şey abi. Sen binsen atla abi. Fazla gidemiyorum böyle yerden. Hemen şöyle hızlıca geçelim abi. Heh. O maden nerede bulalım? Büyük ihtimalle kapışma olacak orada. Kapışacağız büyük ihtimalle. O liderleriyle falan. Çok az kaldı. Büyük ihtimalle şunun arkalarında bir yerde. Aynen bak. Pusula da zaten yön değiştiriyor. B olan. Gel bakalım sen de biraz şurada hızlı gidelim. Aha da burası. Ne yapıyor şimdi? Bunlarla mı kapışıyoruz? Hayır. Aynen doğru gidiyoruz. Buradan geçiyoruz abi. Bunlar beni mi fark etmedi? Ne anlamadım. Bunları bir takip edelim. Ya oyun zor işte arkadaşlar yani hani hile yani ben de kullanmak istemezdim ama zaten hemen neyse.
Look out.
Burada geçiyoruz. Sahte kuruşenler herhalde bunlar. Sahte kuruşen. Hikaye nereden nereye geldi? Bayağı da uzun yol baksana. Hocam bir çekilsene. İşte bulduk.
What do you want here? I don't know you.
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzik Kabila.
Radzik Kabila, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone? Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
Başkasına ihtiyacım yok. Ben yalnız çalışıyorum.
I'll manage. Sometimes even a king can be deposed without an army.
So I'm a king now, and you want to dethrone me? By the way, who betrayed me?
That hardly matters, does it?
Do you think I won't get a chance to settle up with them? But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobila's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzik, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzik? It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Fayfar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
Güzel. Tatlıya bağladık abi. Çatışmada.
Good work, Henry. Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
Yani çok uğraştık bulmak için, etmek için.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rate. In the meantime, Sir Radzik will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rate then.
Ne diyor? Hemen A'ya gidelim abi. A nerede? Haftaya şura. Güzel, bunu da çözdük abi. Bu konuyu da çözdük. Nerede lan? Burada. Osman nereye gidiyorsun ya?
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Dinlenemeden bir işte ama emredin.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself, if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
Ay yüzbaşım kusura bakma seni uyandırıyoruz ama.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Radzig let him have his way in the end. Beat some answers out of him.
If I were you, I wouldn't question Sir Radzig's orders. Give me the key.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
See you later.
God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Oo, hadi bakalım. Başka ne var?